Hello and welcome to Ethernal Realms and welcome to your reading. We will get started with your tarot, astrology and charms related to how this solar eclipse is impacting your zodiac sign. But I just wanted to let you know that there is a 10% discount limited offer coupon code running for your zodiac, which you can claim from the description box in the comment below. It applies to all the items available in my Etsy shop. So if you want a personal reading, you can go ahead and do that. If you wish to get a mood planner, you can apply that same code to it as well. So it is up to you how you wish to apply it. But without further ado, let's get started with your reading. Hi Gemini, Sun, Moon and Rising. We'll take a look at your tarot and astrology of this solar eclipse that is coming up on April 30th, 2022. It is happening at 10 degrees Taurus, and that is in your 12th house. And you also have the North Node going on there. We have Uranus. There's a lot of activity in Taurus at the moment, right? So we have a lot going on for you in the hidden sectors and secret, subconscious values, dreams, intuition, spiritual connection, things that are needing to be released, more fateful shifts and changes that are happening, some karmic release, and a lot of stuff, right? So yes, that is going on. Eclipses bring about a lot of changes and unexpected shifts, again in the fateful direction. So it will be some necessary shifts and changes that are waiting to happen for you, right? Now it is squaring Saturn. Saturn is in your 9th house, and not the eclipse, but the North Node rather is squaring Saturn. And when we have a square, it can be a little bit chaotic or hectic or conflicting in some way, and we need to figure out ways on how to balance these two energies. Okay, so what do we have there? North Node, 12th house and the 9th house. Yes, so the subconscious mind and your belief systems, any self-limiting beliefs that you may have had, that is up for a challenge. Saturn is asking you to reevaluate the validity of these fears and insecurities that you've had from the past. Previous conditionings that are no longer holding true for you, no longer serving you, and you can very visibly see that in your day-to-day routine and lifestyle and so on. And it is requiring you to make certain shifts and changes to better your mental health, your emotional health, and your physical health, right? So there can be the new results that you see of the changes that you have already made, and it also gives you more resolve and commitment for the future. Saturn is about responsibilities and roles and duties that we all must uphold. Something very lawful or moral to you. These things are coming up as well. I refuse to live a lifestyle of so and so and so because my values of this and this are being challenged, and it is something that I must adhere to instead of release, right? So that can as well come up. What do you stand for? What is your limit, and where do you draw the line? Now, Saturn being there as well can be talking about spiritual teaching and spiritual learning from a particular teacher. So you can find a teacher if you're wanting to learn, or you are going onto a certain platform and teaching the life experiences that you have had to humanity, because that being an Aquarius, it's something related to the collective consciousness, the global scale, the philosophies we are all governed by. So these topics can become very important. The North Node is as well trining Pluto in Capricorn, and that is your 8th house. 8th house is again a very psychological house, as a Scorpio house. So matters related to taxes, investments, shared resources like finances can come up. And there are some shifts and changes going on in something that has always been the same. And this transformation can occur from a transformation in your subconscious mindset, right? So very closely connected to the limiting beliefs that you have had, and Pluto bringing you the necessary breakthrough, showing you a different direction that you can move in. Pluto traditionally would not be, related to something showing you the path, but for some reason I feel with it being the 8th house in its area, the house of strength, it is better able to convey its message. even though it is like, yeah, well, you know, you're gonna have to let certain burdens away. You cannot take on so many different mindsets which are clearly conflicting with one another and creating conflict within you, right? So we need to let some things go, but you can feel the benefit of it much clearer or much better, and it deeply shifts the way that you're perceiving things, okay, about yourself and also about the world, what you are able to achieve, a clearer vision on your ambitions that can as well result. But the shifts and the changes that are happening just come out of nowhere. It can feel very surprising, and you know, like, why did this, I did not encourage this happened to me. It can have that feeling because 12th house are things beyond our control, and North Node, Uranus, all those things going on over there can feel like it just comes out of nowhere without any of our invitation. Like, no, I did not manifest this. How come it is here, right? So those type of things can be happening throughout this year until July of 2023. But the point of this is so that you are able to roll with any change, and you're able to keep your bearings very straight through these changes. We also have Neptune-Jupiter conjunction in Pisces in your 10th house, so there can be some shifts that, not shifts, but like new boss figures can come in who are very encouraging and inspiring. New authority positions can open up, which are just very ideal for you. But you know, it can be kind of delusional as well, or elusive, because Neptune rules delusions and illusions, so it's just too good to be true, you know, that kind of situation. Yeah, you want this here, yes, 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 yes to everything. You're like, really, are you sure? Usually I hear more no's, you know. So it's just read everything very carefully, make sure that it's not wishy-washy talk, not just to make everyone feel very happy, but then it's all talk and no work or no action, and then, you know, it kind of defeats the purpose of the good that this transit can do, right? So just take the inspiration, but remember to remain grounded and balanced in your efforts, in your work, and also expect the same from others, because yeah, it will keep this energy more consistent, and you will get the benefits out of it better. Okay, let's say your oracle cards, and then we'll move on to the tarot and more astrology and charms and astro dice as well. So we have prosperity and compassion coming up for you first. I'm not going to show these, it's really small and the camera is really far. We have first emotions of love. This is really like all three of you have gotten this: Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. First emotions of love. And we also have playfulness. Yeah, this is opening you up more to things that are better resonating with you, where you can go with the flow much better. You can recognize the gifts and see the value of the transformation and the changes that are happening now. Releasing yourself from old imprisonment, whether it is internal or in a practical sense, that's kind of falling away, and this was something that was due to you, right? You did the work, or you put in the manifestation energy, you put out your wishes, and you kept faith, and you surrendered to the whole process, and therefore it is here now. Yes, let's see more. Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. How's this eclipse treating them? There's more compassion you're developing in the work that you do within yourself, how you show up in the world. Oh, well, we have many cards, but fine, I'll just take it. We have the Moon. Okay, then we have Four of Wands. Yes. The Moon is that illusion and delusion feeling, but as long as you're steered very clear to your intuition, you will get through it. It can still feel very, very mysterious and subconscious, kind of muddy, like you don't have all the facts at the moment. So tread carefully, but because some of the things you would not know about this, but overall it is going to be for your betterment. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is a Jupiterian card again, so things are shifting and changing according to the seasons, and new beginnings coming up here. More luck and fortune on your side as well, a lot of blessings. We have Two of Swords, very closely linked with the Moon there, some confusion. And we have Elder of Pentacles, which is the King of Pentacles. So very good for finances and career. We saw that already, right? Jupiter and Neptune. Can feel a little bit ungrounded again because mental fogginess, confusion, having two very good candidates of choices, and when you reason, when you weigh the pros and the cons, then it all looks very good, so you don't know which way to go. The solution is intuition and what does your heart say. Okay, these are the two things. If you ask yourself, you will know the solution. Okay, what else do we have? Take this, soul on fire. Yeah, that fateful, very spiritual guidance going on. Dreaminess, you know, with the moon there. Your dreams might be very strong. Meditations can give you very good answers. Something you've been seeking or asking can be answered at this time. Okay, we have fill your cup with sacred giggles. Start going with the playfulness. That's a very light vibe. It is making more space for you to enjoy much more fully. That's what I'm getting here. Just unlocking your hope and optimism, seeing things for the beauty that they are inherently. We have change, make or make waves. So yeah, that's the changes that we have been talking about. More confirmation. That's nice. We also have sacred mirrors with 33. Yeah. The people in your life, that they could have unlocked more of this awareness within you. Other things that you're realizing at this time changes how you wish to show up in the world. Okay, what do you want to connect with? What belief systems do you resonate with? And do you need the people around you to have or share the similar belief system? Right, that's an additional thing that's coming up. So if there are some career shifts and movements, then you might have to go somewhere and establish a new home or something, and it might not be approved by each and every member of your family or your friend group or the whole community, but it's not your job to fit in to a herd to your detriment, right? Because the soul needs to express itself first and foremost, and then the ego comes in to enable that, right? So it's just kind of, you just recognize more of your own growth when you interact with more people, right? That's the point of the mirroring. They're reflecting to you what you are. Okay, so there can be some new awareness in that direction by knowledge of who you surround yourself with. Okay, that is coming up as well. Okay. Okay, let's see some more astrology cards. For Gemini, 4th house, yes, home and family. New roots, new establishment, new base. Okay. Some achievement, some form of stability coming up, which just makes you feel like things are moving in the right direction, even though you don't really know how or what's going to happen next. Okay, we have midheaven as well. Midheaven is sometimes in the 9th, 10th, 11th, usually these three houses, and that's related with, again, how you're showing up in the world. What's your public image? What is your goal? Where are you striving towards? What's your standing? What's the legacy you want to build? What's the reputation? These sort of topics. And we have descendant, which is shadow, denial, projections, and opposites attract. And we have the 6th house. Yeah, we have the south node in the 6th house. So new work coming in, therefore asking you to release an old place of working or an old routine, or you might be incorporating more exercise, and if you've been working out a bit much where you're not able to make time for other things, or your muscle is starting to strain. It's something of that sort. Too much or too little, not very good. So this energy is just trying to bring you to a much healthier balance, where it's not just about how you live day to day, but you also stay connected in a spiritual sense, internally and also psychologically. By that I mean emotionally, psychologically, and also spiritually. Yes. Yeah, and again, with the descendant there, you can see yourself better through other people. So keep your minds open, your eyes open, and just, observe and reflect on what you're observing as well. I think that can give you a lot in this coming time. You can find some very useful pearls Then we have obstacles or detours in the right direction. Yes. Things that are not working out or need to be released, let them go. Everything is not meant to, exist at all times, nor is everyone. So, okay, there we have, there is nothing sexier than my authentic truth. Yeah. Quite similar to, I think Taurus as well got that card. Yeah, you're expressing yourself more fully, more authentically, because you're a lot more aware of who you are. What is that authenticity? You recognize it a lot better. That is helping you recognize how you wish to show up. Okay, we have I choose to learn through love. Wonderful. More acceptance, more enjoyment, connecting with people more authentically as well, so new communities can come in, or this new job project or routine that you start, a new regimen you begin. You can find more like-minded people in this journey, and they can feel like family to you. You can like really closely connect. You can also work from home. That's possible. So if that's something you're wanting, that's possible. Yeah. Okay, so let's get you some master dice. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. How is this eclipse impacting them? We have Leo, we have 5th house, and we have the South Node. No, wait, the North Node. Yeah, okay. We know the North Node is in the 12th house. 5th house, we have... Okay, so that's playfulness, Leo being repeated as well. Playfulness, flirty vibes, social interactions, having more free time, having more of that cushion or that free space to spend a little bit more on things that make you feel happier, make you feel more rich or exquisite in a way once in a while, right? That can happen. So you're just removing a lot of your own mental inhibitions and limitations that you put on yourself, perhaps a little bit too strictly, and you're relaxing that to allow for more freedom to happen to your soul. Leo and the 5th house are also about creative self-expression in esoteric astrology. So what the spirit wants to express, what it wants to experience, it is brought out through art, through music, through things that you enjoy, right? How do you want to express? That's coming up. Very wonderful. And we also have the fill your cup with sacred giggles, right? So there's definitely a lot of lighthearted energy. There's some celebration happening. Yeah, all the readings so far are feeling a little bit bittersweet. Like there are some shifts that are like a little bit hectic, but then there's also some really good stuff happening on the side. Okay, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. How is this eclipse impacting? We have Magician, we have a bird on a tree, we have 2 of Swords again, we have the Hermit, and we have the letter M. Bringing you more into flow and helping you connect with the natural rhythm of things that's happening. M can be your initial or some important person or organization or something in your life. The Hermit, the 2 of Swords, is again to me speaking that you have to connect with your own inner guide and authority. You have to balance the spiritual and the physical aspects. Even though we don't have the 2 of Pentacles, I feel like that is the solution for you through any of the havoc, right? There needs to be space for solitude and awareness and understanding so that you're able to communicate better and express better, right? And also manifest what is it you want instead of what you're subconsciously creating. You are removing and releasing the blocks, but first becoming aware of them, right? So that is happening here. And the Magician, along with, again, I was looking at the infinity on top over here. I don't know if it's on top here, right? I was looking at that and I was like, that reminds me of Magician. And that is about taking charge, this is your reality. So you are going to be in charge of what you're manifesting, what you're creating, what you're surrounding yourself with, and so on. So a lot of self-empowerment going on, big shifts and changes, and I'm excited excited for you guys. You should be as well. And I hope you're able to cope with this very wonderfully and come out of it much stronger and brighter. So I wish you all the very best, and I will see you in some of my other videos. Until then, take care.